All right, guys, I'm back at it with another video. It's consistent Josh back in the building, man. We're going every day. You know what I'm saying? We're going streaks. This is like this back in the day, like Snapchat, bro. We doing streaks. We're going every day. This video, I really want to talk about body game, and you lose aura when you fight with women. And like you know what I'm saying, when you fight women, it could be anything where it's like a discussion or disagreement, you lose aura every time, bro. Every time you fight, it could be family related. You shouldn't be fighting with your family, but you know, it happens, you know what I'm saying? We're human. But you lose aura every time. It's like a big discussion, a big fight. And it's like people are looking at you, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to talk about this video. This is something I did. I kind of struggled with when I was a little bit younger. I didn't really understand it. I really didn't understand the masculine frame to the point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have a even temperament. You know what I'm saying? You can't let shit get under your skin. You can't let anything move you from being centered. You know what I'm saying? Being grounded. That's really where that comes from, that term, just being centered and grounded, pretty much like a tree, because it's like when your roots are so far in the ground, bro, nothing moves you, bro. It's so many different trees that's like older and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, after a certain amount of years, you're grounded, bro. You're just like, this is how I am. This is how I move. This is how it is. Nobody's gonna get me off of my grind. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like for me for uploading every day. You know what I'm saying? But man, bro, we all have aura, right? We all have aura. You know what I'm saying? To where somebody can feel your presence. We all as men had that. Some stronger than others, to where it's like you just know somebody walk in, it's like the energy changes, or everybody's energy changes. A lot of us men had that, to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, we change the energy of the room. You know what I'm saying? The energy of the room changes depending if we leave or we come in. So basically, man, with problems, when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with women, you're gonna have things that you don't agree on. But you have to understand, like, as a man, bro, biologically, physically, and even mentally, men and women are not the same. Why would you expect a woman to be the same as you? If the woman is the same as you, that's a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if a woman is having a disagreement with you, or just kind of being irate, or just kind of fighting with you, bro, you have to understand that women on a physical level cannot defend themselves from a man, bro. If you take the smallest man and the smallest woman, it's still going to be a dramatic difference, bro. It's like women cannot defend themselves. So it's like they may say things to you, they may say whatever to get under your skin, but you got to think about it. They can't, that's their only line of defense, bro. Can't really, they may even be intimidated by you. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, especially being a bigger dude, you know what I'm saying? If you got muscles, you rip, you jack. Why are you arguing with women? Why are you fighting with women? Just understand it, like, it's masculine and feminine, right? And you have to understand that you are a man. You have to control scenarios in different rooms. You know what I'm saying? You have to be on your grind. You know what I'm saying? You have to be super on your P's and Q's, because if anything goes wrong, you're going to jail. If anything goes wrong, people are looking to you as the aggressor. You're going to be the aggressor. I've been in situations to where it's like I wasn't even the aggressor, but just somebody physically looking at me, they feel as though I can control the room, I can control myself, or I may be able to fight, or, you know, control other people in a way that I would like, just for my size. You know what I'm saying? Being a big guy, like, once you hit the 200s, 250s, bro, you're huge. You know what I'm saying? Or just being a man, you know, having muscles and everything like that, bro, you're scary. You have to understand, bro, that like you have to control yourself, because if not, who's going to control you? Especially when you're dealing with a woman. It's like, who's going, if thing with push was come to shove, who's going to control you, bro? No one's going to be able to control you in that way. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it can get really dangerous, it can get really irate. And I want to tell you guys is that you have to understand this. And whether if you're skinny, big, or whatever, you have to understand that you are a man. Biologically, you should not be fighting women. You should not be in a space to where you feel like you're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you're gonna have an argument. If a woman is arguing with you, bro, you leave. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was just taught. It was just like, you leave, and if the woman's still talking, that just shows that she cares. You know what I'm saying? That just shows she can't control her feelings. But you being able to just be silent, take everything to the chin, you know what I'm saying, not even be moved by anything somebody's saying to you, it shows power. It shows masculinity. It shows that you're the dominant one in the situation, because without you talking, there's no conversation. Without a response, she's talking to herself. You know what I'm saying? And you only answer to whatever you only answer. You don't answer to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of things is a waste of time, and people are looking at you. That's really what I want to get into. Is like people are always seeing like, okay, this is something that he's insecure about. Like if I could say this to him and it gets him to lose his job, fight people, God forbid, protect himself in a different way, then when I say I control this person, I control this man. And women are looking at you. It's like they may not probably go about it the same way, but they're paying attention to the where it's like, okay, that's an insecurity that he has. Women are smart. They're saying, okay, this is an insecurity that he has. This guy is not as strong as I thought. He's a lot weaker. He's not able to control the situation, control the room. You know what I'm saying? His temperament is that of a child. You know what I'm saying? It's like he has the body of a man, but a mind and temperament of a 5-year-old. It's just almost like, how can I respect that? Because the woman's looking at you. It's like, okay, so if I get emotional, if I get out of my place, you gonna do the same. How can we grow from that? How can we build from that? And it sucks sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to lose your cool, lose your mind, go crazy, go off. But in the end, bro, it's never worth it, because then everybody's view of you changes. You're then the aggressor. If you do win, it's never going to be a win, because it's going to be a woman. They're going to see her as weaker compared to a man. And then there are also repercussions too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You act up or you act crazy to the wrong guy. You don't know how that guy's going to respond to you, and he may handle it a different way than how you was handling it. So it's like you have to be respectful, because at the end of the day, that could be somebody's mom, that could be somebody's daughter, or that is somebody's daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to understand that like not all men handle things the same way. I understand, and it's like it's consequences to your actions. You know what I'm saying? If you are acting crazy, you can't be upset when another man is acting crazy towards you from a response. But just like understand that yes, you are a man, but you have to understand that men have responsibilities. They have a way that they have to carry themselves in public. They have a way that they have to guide and lead, and you cannot lose your aura, your masculinity flow, your masculinity state over somebody saying words to you. And we know words hurt, but at the same time, it's like, bro, who want to lose aura? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to fight with a woman? This goes for my people, like my young guys too. Like, you are supposed to fight. If anything, you're supposed to fight with another man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight, but that's defense. When you're fighting with a woman, that I would say that's more aggressor. You know what I'm saying? That's more of an aggressor situation. If you fight a woman, that's an aggressor. It's like you fight with a man, that's defense. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be certain people like, okay, certain boundaries were crossed. That's why he did this. I respect that. He was defending himself. He was defending his family. He had different things that he was standing on. But it's like they're not gonna do the same thing with a woman, because it's like, bro, y'all not even on an equal playing field when it comes to physicality. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, don't ever lose your aura for that, bro, because it's like that situation, however you respond, that is gonna burn in somebody's mind. It could be small, it could be an argument, but people are gonna remember that. People nowadays record everything, so things are recorded, and it's just like, bro, you don't want to crash out by somebody saying something to you. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't even defend yourself because it is a woman. It's a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people are not going to respect you for that, because it's like you crashing out over something a woman said to you. You know what I'm saying? How old are you? And it's like, how can you call yourself a man at the end of the day? It's like people are going to look at you differently, bro. You never want to change somebody's perspective in that way, because they'll never respect you after that. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Your image, your reputation matters. You know what I'm saying? Your name matters. Your name matters. Your name speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? It's different things that people do. They make it to a certain level. It's like your name is attached. It's just almost like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how you can be remembered. And it's like you have to be careful with your name, bro. You have to be careful with your name. And I'm just telling you that every fight doesn't cause, you don't know. So it's pretty much like the art of war. You know what I'm saying? You have to play smart. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand when dealing with even men and women that every battle doesn't need to be a war. You know what I'm saying? Every decision you make, you don't have to crash out about it. Like, just it just doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, you have responsibilities, you have goals, you want freedom. You know what I'm saying? You want women. You want more women. If you over here fighting women, or you having problems with women all the time, they're looking at you like, okay, you're going to be the problem because they're going to side with who they see physically. Okay, if it's a woman, it's a woman. Is it like a man, to where it's like you're going to understand them on an emotional level, you're going to understand them on a physical level, you're going to understand how they think and on a mental level. So that's what I'm just saying, bro. Never lose or fighting with women. It could be for like dating, it could be for like friends, bro. It's just like you have to understand at a certain age, that's got to stop, bro. You gotta be able to control how you feel. You gotta be able to control what you say. You gotta be able to control and see situations and play chess to understand if you do say this, it might not even be like you can't say it. It's just the fact that if you know you say this and somebody responds to you crazy, you have to know yourself strong enough, well enough to know that, oh, I'm gonna crash out if I can't even have this conversation because I know how I feel about this. I know this is close to my heart and I know how I'm gonna respond. So you know what? I gotta walk away now because I don't even know how I'm gonna respond, or if I don't feel like I need to be in that position to where it's like I could respond negatively. Like you have to be mature on that level, and it's so sad because you see a lot of people who don't have that. You see a lot of people who are ready to crash out over anything, everything. You know what I'm saying? The YNS. You know what I'm saying? They ready to crash out over anything, and it's just like we associate the YNS with being young. You know what I'm saying? We understand. Okay, they kids, they babies, they don't have nothing to really lose. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand when you get older, when you practice body game and everything like that, you have stuff to lose. You become more valuable. You're more of an asset to society. You can't just be gone one morning because of a decision you made yesterday or a decision you made 5 minutes ago. It's like you matter. You know what I'm saying? When you start contributing to the world, you start doing things that are phenomenal, just nominally, and let's say you play sports, man, you can't crash out. You know what I'm saying? You got people like looking up to you, supporting you, hoping you make it out your situation, and it's just like you can't let those people down over something that somebody said to you, bro. So that's what I'm telling you guys. You lose, or every time you argue with a woman, every time you fight with a woman, you lose, or every time you always will, because that's how men are, and that's how we see it, and it's a weakness because you can't. It's not even the fact of what they said to you. It could be the craziest. It's the fact that you couldn't control yourself in this situation and get away from that, bro. It's just like it's just sad. It's so sad because I see it all the time. Like I see men about to crash out, or I see arguments, and I just like, bro, this is about to turn up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see it, I hear it, I see the facial expressions, I feel the energy changing with certain conversations and certain arguments. So that's why I tell you guys, bro, don't lose your aura over a fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose your life either for over a disagreement. It just doesn't. It's not smart. If you're not the same, why would you expect somebody to think the same or be the same? Like that doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, that's the end of the video, man. We going daily. You know what I'm saying? We posting. We going back to back. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to post that video to tell you guys, don't fight with women. It's not smart. You know what I'm saying? Women are beautiful, everything like that. They wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know what I'm saying? How can you fight with that? I just don't understand that. So just want to make sure you guys are up on game on that. And definitely check the playlist out. I will have more content, more videos like that. I will number it as well. But today's the end of the video, and I ain't even gonna get into that. But today's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.